Okay, welcome back. Hey, today we're going to be tying a skating caddis. It's a similar fly that I tied before on film, but what I'm doing is I'm going to change up the hook to a little different hook. It's a barbless size 14 dry fly hook, and I previously tied her on a barbed hook, pinch to barb, and I wasn't landing the fish like I thought I should. So I'm going to tie it up to a true barbless chemically sharpened hook that hopefully has a greater land ratio, because I'm going to pinch the barb anyway. So let's start with a little thread, 70 denier, Danville and tan. Drop it back toward top of the bend of the hook. Oh, forgot to put the extra light on there. Oh, here we go. And first we're going to add is this green dubbing. It's super bright, all-purpose dubbing. Just a little bit on the butt section. Don't need a lot. That was too much. Take some of that, save it for the next fly. Dampen your fingers a little bit. Spin it on. Just right around the top of the bend of the hook. Make a little dubbing ball there. Bring your thread to right in front of it. Now we're going to add the same dubbing. We're going to use, let's see, this tan. Oh, here's AC just kicked on. Hope it's not too loud for you. Normally shut her off, but I forgot to do that. We'll see how it turned out. Alright, dub your thread on. Or dub your dubbing on. Spin it on the shank of the hook up to behind the eye. Bring it back to where you started that green at. And go ahead and park your thread. Now we're going to add some of the snowshoe rabbit's foot. It's important that you're pulling the hair off the bottom of the foot. You can see where I worked my way down. Top of the foot does not have the same waterproof ability as the top does, so you want to use the bottom of the foot. So with a little pinch of the hair, take your scissors, reach in there, give it a snip. Now you want to clean out all the fluff. Kind of notice the sweet spot on the rabbit's foot is kind of like down on here. You can see from here. I'm all the way up into the toenails here, so we're going to see how this works out. But it's kind of down here where the hair is a little easier to work with. This is a little more coarse, I noticed. We'll see how it turns out. I do have another one. If it doesn't turn out, we'll scratch this video and we'll use that foot. Alright. You don't want your hair to be overly long, so let's take all the long ones out and just tie it in just beyond the bend of the hook. Spin that thread up a little bit. And with the pinch wrap, secure it, give it a couple wraps. Pull your hair up, cut it off at an angle, give it a couple ties. I'm going to take a little more of that dubbing. Way too much. Let's just take just a little bit. I'll use that later on. Fingers are real dry. I was out staining the deck just a moment ago. Didn't get it done, but my hands were cramping up on me, so it's a good time to stop. Alright, a little dubbing. Let's go with a little more rabbit foot hair. Strip all that fluff out again. Take those long ones out. Right on top. Pinch it. Couple of wraps. Gonna cut that off at an angle again. A few wraps in it. A little more dubbing. Just a little bit. Okay, a little more of that rabbit's foot. Trying to get this done before my wife gets home. She's due home any minute now. I know that garage door is going to be going up. A little pinch wrap. Trim it up a little bit. A little more dubbing. You get the point. Dubbing hair, dubbing hair. Just want these represent some legs. A little bit of bugginess. Let's go with another little pinch of rabbit foot in there. Work my way right down to the toenails. Let's get a little more in there. Take all that fluff out. Thin it out real good. Nice and thin. Get all that fluff out of there. Alright, another pinch wrap. Tie it in there good. Is that enough? I think it is. I think we'll stop right there. Pull your hair back. Let's get in front of that eye, or behind the eye. Let's trim it off nice and close. Now you got two options. Leave it as is, or try to make yourself a little head. Being I'm doing this for the camera, we're gonna make ourselves a little head. There we go. That thread's nice and flat, so it's covering it up pretty nice. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's finish it. Notice that hair is just a little more coarse toward the toe of the rabbit's foot, which is interesting. Take a lighter, clean that up just a little bit. Okay, there you go. Got yourself a great skating caddis dry-fly that is fun to toss around. when I say fun, basically you throw it and strip it back and watch the fish go crazy. Really exciting when when you get into a moment like that. There you go. It does not need any floating, but if you do decide to use floating, this is what I've been using. Some Abilene moisturizing, it's makeup remover. It's really nice for floating all day. It's just really good stuff. Just not. I actually put it in these little bottles. Let me show you here. Is this a full one? Yeah, this is a full one. I just spoon it in there. When I take it to the stream, oops, I just dropped it. When I take it to the stream, I just keep it in my pocket somewhere, and just takes a little tiny bit. You don't have to pour any on there. And I recommend putting it on your fingers first, then rubbing it through the hair, and there you go. You have yourself a skating caddis dry fly. I think I might call it the super skater because it is a super skater. And 14 is about as small as you want to make it. Let me cut that down a little bit. There you go. So, hope you like it. Hope you're fishing well this year. I really hope to get out today, but I didn't make it out. So next time I'm out, probably going to be doing some smallmouth fishing. If the weather cools down a tad, I'll go chase some trout up north. But alright, if you like it, give me a little subscribe, give me a like, and stay tuned for more. Finish it off with a little Sally Hansen's or some cement of your choice, and voila. Alright, take care. I'll see you next time. Cheers.